Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm cast this side of East Yorkshire. And today I've got a 1 versus 1 on short below zero. Over in the Necron corner we've got Jackal Regent. Whereas over in the Imperial Guard corner we've got Absent 70. Absent going to go for Triple Guardsman, Tech Priest Engineer and a Infantry Command. Whereas the Necron player is going to go for all the Builder Scarabs, a couple of Necron Warriors, a Necron Lord, and looks like they're going to be opening a 4 Plasma Gen startup. So, short below zero, we don't normally see this map, quite an interesting one. We've got a couple of, well, we've got 3 strategic points in the base, as well as this little corridor going down south and north for a critical location, and a strategic point over yonder, which looks like what this Builder Scarab is moving over towards. Relic over past this cold, icy water as well. Same on the Imperial Guard side, just a long corridor. And in the middle, we've got a critical location, so yeah, lots. I do quite like the theme of this map. Nice and cold. Do have a command squad coming out for the Imperial Guards from the Infantry Command. Nothing crazy for the Necrons. Now, sometimes you will see the Necrons doing a little bit of a turret kind of rush, or, well, not necessarily a turret rush. It's like they will put a forward turret somewhere, because early game, these Guardsmen aren't going to be poking around anytime soon. Although the command squad going for a priest, you do normally see him and his boys going around bashing plasma generators. But the Necrons are quite hard to take on early on in the game. You don't normally see too crazy pushes going up against the Necrons at this stage of the game. It'll be interesting to see if the Imperial Guard go for a late tier 2 and try and get as many Guardsmen with grenade launchers as humanly possible to fight back the Flayed Ones and Necron Warriors, or whether they go straight for tier 2 and go for the Chimeras and whatnot. Commander going to be firing away at these Builder Scarabs with his mounted wrist pistol, shall we say. I'm able to tidy up these Builder Scarabs quite quickly. Won't deny this obelisk, well, it being finished off, although mind you, they will certainly be able to bash it once all these Builder Scarabs have been killed, which was an entire squad wipe there. Necron Warriors are going to make their way slowly over towards this southern obelisk and see if they can give the command squad the meaning. Relic being captured over yonder. Listing post being instantly pops down there, whereas the Necron player is going to go for this relic on the opposite. Necron Lord being popped, summoning core on the way. Command squad just quite happy, just slow but surely shooting down this obelisk. It is being reinforced, while these Necron Warriors are going to make their way over. They've seen that priest. Normally you would see Necron Warriors going in and bashing people in close combat, but with a priest standing there, they're not too keen on that action. One model already going down. Commander also taking loads of Gauss fire to the face. Priest just kind of reading a book at the moment, giving it a big old hug. Necron Lord now on his way with crimson shoulder pads gleaming in the frosty sunshine. Obelisk also throws down a big green zap. These guys have massively overstayed their welcome here, going to run across this icy lake. And I do believe that this icy lake is not negative cover, so it's not too bad. Got an infantry command going on over here. Excellent placement for it. Not too far behind, not too far in front. Right on the money with the listing post to defend, well, aid in its defence with any Necrons coming over on this side. Will make it a bit more vulnerable to be attacked over on this side, but we shall certainly see how it goes. Guardsmen braving the icy waters. Are they? How deep are they? That is quite deep. Waist deep. Firing their las guns over at these Necrons. Necrons, again, not going into close combat, which is, again, quite unusual. One Necron goes down. There we go. They are going to start engaging into mortal combat now, bringing their mighty axe guns to bear. Second squad of Guardsmen, though, will certainly show these guys up. These guys will probably want to retreat home at some point, although, mind you, they are certainly annihilating every Guardsman one human at a time. Guardsmen are going to try and deny this Gauss turret going down, but probably won't get it in all honesty. These guys have had their morale broken, so their damage output will certainly be reduced. Necron Warriors over here being auto-reinforced, but the melee damage that the Guardsmen can bring to these guys, I mean, they will get a Necron by the looks of things. Just shutting down there, but will not get back up, sadly. But yeah, the Guardsmen won't be able to take this on, especially with the Gauss turret in place. Over yonder, command squad. Port's been split open for the Necron Lord. Commander very, very low on health. More guardsmen are going to come up. Let's have a quick look at the economies. 30% and 50 for the Necrons, compared to 92 and 10 for the Imperial Guard. No one going for their tier 2 as of yet. Both economies very standard at this stage of the game. Don't have a tactical control for the guardsmen, so they're not looking for any big upgrades on their lads at the moment. I mean, only one plasma generator. I'm going to get a second one over on the front over yonder, but certainly need more green money if they want to think about tier 2 or upgrades at the moment. Got an infantry command going on over here, so definitely hunkering down in tier 1 for a little while. I mean, realistically, in tier 2 for the Necrons, what do they have? They've got destroyers, tomb spiders, stuff that can really bother the guardsmen, but when they jump in their infantry commands, it's not the end of the world. Oh, he says that. He says that. They have gone for their tier 2. I just completely missed it. Never mind me. Map awareness 1, Mr. Landshark 0, as usual on this channel. Anyway, flayed ones. Just by spawning, they've broken the morale of these guardsmen. Necro Warriors moving forward. And with 2 squads in there, they do have access to their plasma guns. Will certainly be a nuisance for these warriors, but combined with the damage that the flayed ones can bring out. Well, mind you, in saying that, 1 flayed one's gone down. But mind you, the Necron warriors are being auto-reinforced, so we'll certainly do them in. And the guardsmen have moved away from this infantry command, moved on over here. So it does look like they will be coming out to assault down here. A little bit of a counter-offensive. Which, to be fair, is a fair trade. Because, I mean, 1 infantry command versus a Forbidden Archive, which is certainly going to be a nuisance if the Necrons do lose it. Don't know if they've gone for any upgrades at the moment. Ah, there we go. They've gone for Solar Pulse, which is the John Cena beam. Also finishing up their obelisks now. Now also capturing their strategic points, so will certainly help them getting out more lads quicker. Critical location in the middle has been captured by the guardsmen. Anything major coming out from the Mechanized Command? Nothing so much at the moment. It is just a bit of a slow build-up, as it were, as the Necrons are slow but surely mincing their way through this listening post. Guardsmen are waiting for the right time to strike, I reckon. Priest's going to go down here, see what he can see. But will be shoved off by the Necron warriors. Got some Immortals out. What would the word be? Preempting any guardsman nonsense. So we do have a Chimera on the way. So we'll be able to ferry around this fairly large map, I would say. Got to also for additional defensive capabilities. Yeah, if there was a time to strike at this southern position, it has came and gone. Guardsmen have waited a little bit too long on their Chimera. They could probably, all 3 lads in here, all 3 squads, wherever they've gone. Got 1 squad with a priest in there. Where have the other guardsmen gone? Oh, there we got 1 other guardsman over there. We have a command squad down here. So yeah, they would have been able to take it down if they really wanted to. Necrons now consolidating their hold on the strategic point over yonder. Guardsmen just chilling out in the middle. Not really being used all that much. It is a bit of a standstill. We will fast forward a little bit. Oh no, never mind, we won't fast forward. There does seem to be some movement going on the south side of the map. Necron warriors moving forward with their Necron Lord, going for a very standard combination of Forbidden Archive artifacts. He's got his phase shift doofer, he's got his long range, that little green bubble that keeps him safe from long range damage, as well as his John Cena beam. Been thrown right there. It's exactly where you want it to be. Going to cover the infantry command as well as any of these Chimeras. Chimeras have decided to abandon base and go straight for all the Necron stuff over here. We'll probably try and decap stuff, but not sure if this is the right time to do a bit of a base trade. You've got lots of stuff here, potential for losing. Another Chimera on the way. I'm going to go for tier 3 as well. Again, still no tactical control, so these are very vanilla-esque guardsmen. Oh no, never mind, they're going to go straight into the Necron base. See if they can bash around all these plasma generators. But focus fire on these flayed ones. Bearing in mind that they are immortal when they are coming out of the ground. Guys, we're going to jump straight into the Chimera. Priest's going to try and damage this plasma generator, almost getting it down, to be fair. Priest kind of just been left to his own devices. Guardsmen move over here, away from the flayed ones. their speed, with the speed from the Chimeras, they will be able to certainly keep away from their deadly talons and whatnot. Do have a guardsman squad over here with a Commissar on the ground. Tier 3 almost going down. Double Chimeras will be shot down by these Immortals, no doubt. Yeah, this is a quite a painful situation for the guardsmen to be in. I mean, their push over here certainly doing a number on the Necrons, destroying these plasma generators, but I imagine over here with these billet scarves, probably just be able to rebuild them. Do have the Necrons still pushing down. Commissar keeping the lads in check, no doubt, he says. Although, mind you, Commissar now out in the middle of everyone. Very precarious situation for one singular man to be in. Commissar does go down. Necrons firing away at these guardsmen. One Tech Priest engine seer holding back the Necrons away from his precious plasma generator. But that has also gone down, or it will go down soon as well. Mechanized command and infantry command over here being taken down, well, being rebuilt, should I say. And yeah, it seems that, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, this Chimera, poor soul, being absolutely surrounded by flayed ones and a Wraiths, it's not going to be able to escape. So the Necron players certainly got the edge on this base trade. Command squad now surrounded by Necrons who have fallen foul to the Flare virus. There's some Ogryns on the field, which will certainly, once in close combat, absolutely wreck face. Also using their God Save the Emperor ability to keep these Ogryns fighting fit for a little while. No damage being done to these guys while the priest is uttering his prayers to the God Emperor. But one small squad of Ogryns, no upgrades.
6 minutes
and the
until taking hold.
Necron Warriors have gone for at least their tier 1 upgrade, so certainly an interesting mix. Guardsmen over here now going to do some flanking. Going to try and focus down on these Immortals. Also having a look at these billet scarves as well, just for good measure. Actually, in saying all this, the Ogryns are managing to hold on. Very, very low health, a couple of these models. And quite a slow reinforcement rate as well. Or at least not as quick as what you would hope. Guardsmen over here have managed to destroy most of these Necron doofers. But I mean, the Imperial Guard economy at the moment, 50 and 39. Not what you want to see when you're into tier 3. And again, these guys, 100 morale. Without their upgrades, they are very susceptible to these flayed ones. I mean, the flayed ones just need to be nearby, and they will reduce the morale. And I do believe that the morale reduction for these flayed ones stacks on top of each other. Although, don't quote me on that.
5 minutes until taking hold victory.
Ooh, the Necro player hasn't gone for the standard stuff. He's gone for... What was that? What was that electric stuff over there? I think that was his lightning arc. Where he takes damage in close combat, charges it all up, and then releases all the damage in one full electronic blast. But yeah, the Guardsman base is to be sliced and diced, as well as broken apart atom by atom. But then again, in all seriousness, we've got a summoning court going down here. Very unusual base trade going on. Plasma generators being absolutely smashed into 1,000 tiny pieces. And are the Necrons rebuilding anything? This is a very odd game. Not something that you see standardly. It's all about who can destroy each other's base first. Ogryns trying their best, but against so many flayed ones, what can you do? Guardsmen jumping in the field command,
4 minutes
firing away as best they can.
taking hold victory.
But this is a lot of Necrons here to deal with. Ogryns having the morale broken. While their morale's been broken, the Guardsmen jump straight out, but instantly falling foul to their lack of desire to stand and fight. Necron Monolith now being stabbed with their old, the old bayonets. Chain swords from the priests. Claws from the commander. And it will go down. Gradually, slowly but surely, it will go down. And it seems like that the Necrons are not going to be able to take on all the Imperial Guard stuff. Just by the sheer amount of how much there is. We'll decide to teleport back home. And see if they can push off the Guardsmen. Which is, yeah, just one squad of flayed ones have decided to shove off the entirety of the Guardsman forces.
Until taken hold victory.
Don't take and hold victory on the go. Jackal Regent, which is the Necron player. Less than 3 minutes till victory if the Guardsmen can't push out of their own base.
We must pray for forgiveness.
Ogryn still on the field, being auto-reinforced, but the Guardsmen have very little in the way of money at the moment. Very, very little. Well, the Necrons are at the moment. They are on 10. Oh, so both people, both sides, playing very, very little in the way of reinforcement. Priests over here are doing what they can. Command squad on his own. One man against such horrors. And one thing that Necron player has on their side is that the Necron warriors don't cost any money. So even if they've got no economy, they could just pump out Necron warriors over and over again. So in this battle of attrition, the Necron player will have it.
2 minutes.
Unless the Imperial Guard player can get more in the way of money. Has a lot of green money to play with.
I feel the Emperor's blessing.
Might even be worth just cashing in these plasma generators.
The Emperor's blessing return.
Just for a little bit of extra blue money, just to keep their fighting men all fit and stuff.
Pray for forgiveness.
This Guardsman over here, having lost his morale and being killed. Broken morale of all these dudes over here. Build command on its way down. Third priest engine here though. Excellent unit for keeping buildings alive. One man able to out DPS all these flayed ones. Field of fire as the Valkyries provide air support. It does look like if these guardsmen can keep their distance away from these flayed ones, they will be able to defend themselves from this very unusual push.
1 minute.
We've got 1 minute until they take and hold victory. The guardsmen will have to do something at some point. Flayed ones,
Pray for forgiveness.
again, doing what they do best. Just turning these guys innards inside out. You have these guardsmen now rushing over here. We'll have to decap something soon. I mean, what have they got? The Necrons have got the top one and the bottom one. Guardsmen are going to sprint over here. Will it be enough time though? Who managed to get it? I do believe that it's a 20-second or less than 20 seconds to capture this. But mind you, Ghost Turret firing away. Won't be able to shoot them all down, I don't think. We're down to the wire this. 7 seconds, and yes, indeed, the Guardsmen do manage, with 5 seconds to spare, deny the Necrons their win. The Necrons do seem to have gone home. Warriors standing in the middle of the base. I imagine we've got some Necron. There we go, 2 squads of flayed ones in the monolith, and now they're just going to rebuild what they can, economy-wise. Guardsmen over here trying to take on these Necron warriors, but even just 3 on their own won't do all that much. Gonna move into close combat just so the priest can use his chain sword. Or it's just a regular old chainsaw. I mean, that's basically just a chainsaw, isn't it? Blessed weaponry of the Adeptus Ministorum. Psycho now for the command squad. Blade one's gonna once again jump in. These guardsmen not looking all that healthy. Does some more moving forward. And what should our player be focusing on at the moment? I mean, I suppose Necrons, they could slowly but surely build up their economy again. I think they should be constantly pumping out Necron warriors at the moment. They need to rebuild their plasma generators so they can get their late tech stuff on. But the guardsmen are slowly but surely rebuilding all they can. We've got a good amount of guardsmen. They need to keep on the low numbers. Don't want to get them to have that critical firing line back up and ready. We have another priest on the way out.
What would you have me do?
Necron's slow but surely moving back home. Not pressing the advantage. Not building up any more Necron warriors. What has the Necron player got planned? I mean, 75% build speeds. Again, you'd be able to get them out 75% quicker than you would do at the beginning of the game. Ghost Turret's still online here. Obelisk going to be falling. will reduce the Necron players' build time. Or increase their build time, should I say. I mean, I suppose that the Imperial Guard could just spread out on the map and just try and capture as many things as possible. Not build any listening posts on them just for now. We do have a Chimera coming out. And to be honest, that one Chimera will make quite a big difference, as these Necron warriors aren't so good against vehicles. And they are quite far away from having the money to build up any Immortals. I mean, to deny the Flayed Ones their morale-damaging ability, if you stick all these guardsmen in the Chimera, they are able to shoot out from the little firing ports over yonder. So, yeah, so Chimera might be exactly what the guardsmen would want in this situation. But Necrons are going to move forward. Ever so slightly within range of the Ghost of it is this command squad. God Save the Emperor being used will keep these guys fighting to peak performance at all times. Flayed Ones being deep struck in the sides. Valkyrie catching this last squad as they advance forward. Damage over time, as you can tell by these flames. These guys have been overrun. Will fall back. Chimera moving forward, question mark? Have you got anyone inside you? Ah, you've got some lads inside you. But, bit of deja vu. Necrons are moving forward with Flayed Ones at the front. Command squad, though, just going to keep these guys occupied while the Chimera packs to the brim with lads. Going to just ignore this entire force of Necrons. In fact, even the command squad is getting the same idea. Going to move over towards the Necron base. They still have their teleports up, so they could just teleport all the way back home if they so chose. And, oh, we've got some Ogryns, never mind. Yeah, these guys will absolutely wreck the Necron monolith. Hasn't been repaired all the way up, so these Billet Scavs have kind of just been slacking a bit. These Scavs over here not been really used all that much, kind of been forgotten. Necron monolith being slapped about by the Ogryns, quite literally punched on some occasions by these big chunky boys. Flayed Ones have now came back, and the moment they come back, Ogryns are going to jump into the Chimera. There's a wonderful scene in the book that I've just recently read called The Wraithburn Phoenix, which explains... There's like a little bit in the book where it's from the perspective of some Imperial Guard propaganda, and it's all about, yeah, you can stick Ogryns in Chimeras, totally fine, they are not... Oh, what's the word where you're scared of being locked in places? The opposite of agrophobic. Claustrophobic, that's the word. Yeah, Ogryns are definitely not claustrophobic. Leave them in a Chimera all day long, they'll be totally fine. And then they open the door, and, well, what do you know, the dude gets absolutely mauled by Ogryns, which is a lovely scene.
Sir, yes, sir.
Got another Chimera over here, packed to the brim with Imperial Guard. These guys have kind of, like, retreated for reasons. Very odd game indeed. We've got Necrons standing around over here. Chimera now moving around over here, going to try and prevent these Necron warriors from standing still, I imagine. Chimera doing what it does best, which is unloading auto lasgun fire into the face of these Necron warriors. Guys are now jumping out, gonna slice up these Billet Scavs. While this is going on, the Flayed Ones over here are going to be probably gonna more or less instantly kill these two lonely guardsmen. There's two boys that are out for a stroll, being shot up into the air, like I said. What a way to die. Got some Cascans now. Guardsmen back in the base. Ogryns trying to do what they do best, which is whatever it is that they do. Valkyrie being thrown on the Necron monolith. Not sure if the Valkyrie does increase building damage, but certainly looks very thematic. A bit Mordor-ish, a bit Mount Doom-ish, should I say. Obelisk has been upgraded. And certainly will chunk these Ogryns down to health while the Billet Scavs are repairing it. Chimera and Guardsmen holding a staunch line of lasgun fire, preventing these Necrons from being alive for very long. It does seem that the Necron player has missed his window of opportunity this time. As the guardsmen have now... I mean, their economy is still very, very low. But they have managed to get their elite units up.
We will serve. What would you have me do?
Ogryn's not having the best of times. Being slow but surely pursued by these flayed ones, while the Chimera continues to pummel this Necron monolith.
What would you have me do?
Command squad getting involved as the Ogrins jump into the Chimera. This one isn't there.
What would you have me do?
Decides to go to sleep on the ground. Promise you he's not dead.
The Emperor's blessing return.
He's not dead, he's just sleeping. Ogryn over here decides to go on holiday. Not sure what he was thinking. Probably just enjoying the view. Yeah, certainly not where he wanted to be. Amazing stuff.
Have me do? I will lead the what would you have me do? Walk now.
Well, the guardsmen are back in, and the Necrons have nothing, I don't think. They've got some warriors over here. They're just chilling out.
We will serve.
Katskin's moving in. Yeah, it looked like the Necrons were going to win sometime, maybe like 10 minutes ago.
The Emperor's blessing
They had the, well, they didn't have the economic advantage, but they had the advantage of just being able to pile in as many lads as they want, but they just didn't have the heart for it. Didn't have the chutzpah, the gonads. They just
What would you have me do? We will serve.
out like a dim light, so to speak. But hey ho, I mean, it's been a bit back and forthy.
Me do.
Guardsman nearly losing to a critical location victory. Managing to snake it out in the last 5 seconds, which is something.
We must pray for forgiveness. What would you have me do?
But yeah, we'll fast forward. We'll see if the Necrons can pull anything out. Go with some Immortals on the field.
I feel the Emperor's blessing.
But yeah, the Necron Monolith is going to go down. That is dead. And yeah, the Imperial Guard player won. So yeah, thank you for joining us. If you do like all that we do here, £1 a week is £1 for an extra game on the old Patreon, so please do consider giving that a little bit of a look. Links are all in the description. So yeah, anyway, mine's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never chart. And I'll see you in a bit. Peace.